Choppa, like, I just, at some of this point, like, at some point, we gotta call a spade a spade. Some of this shit look like clout chasing. What's up, what's happening? This big KB's a KA in this thing. If you don't know, basically, NLE Choppa started this beef, this young boy on this song called K.O. And it's just one of these things. I really think this is clout chasing. I'm confused. So you all know there was a point where we could clearly see the influence that NBA YoungBoy had NLE Choppa early on in his career. He even stated so he was an influence to him when the whole K.A.Vuitton and NBA YoungBoy thing was happening. So this is where my disconnect comes. Now again, tell me if some other shit happened that I missed that I don't know. So of course, you know, the whole K.A.Vuitton situation happened. NBA YoungBoy wasn't like rocking with, sorry, not NBA, NLE Choppa wasn't rocking with dude, and you know, him and K.A.Vuitton was his mans. So that happened. NLE Choppa said what he said. NBA YoungBoy took some credence to that and he dissed him on F YoungBoy. I believe he talked about NLE Choppa as well. And he had some stuff to say in a little interview he had about NLE Choppa. Now, even though NBA YoungBoy has been prominent of stop violence, at the same time that NBA YoungBoy tried it, I would say niggas want to hear the step in shit, because of course that's why we like. Even when NLE Choppa went down on some similar route of the stop the violence, stop doing this shit, this nigga came back and did a million shadow flows and then all this other bullshit, because that's what niggas want to hear. At the end of the day, it's a business. You could be a very positive man, but you gonna rap the way you rap. I don't think Future takes drugs anymore, but he still talks like he's a drug abuser. Well, as much drugs as you take before. I'm not gonna say you don't take drugs, but again, I'm pretty sure both parties learned that, because don't try this at home. I ain't really fuck with that though. Don't really go back to that shit. And that other one, when he had niggas on the snow, having a snowball fight in his music video, was like, eh. But like niggas are saying right now, YB's back. You see the tour, he's doing his thing. Niggas is fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? So again, we will see. This just looks very clout chasing. Before I get into it, the music video was great. Very creative music video. I will give him that. It was a great, very creative. I enjoyed the music video. I'm not gonna lie. This is where NLE Choppa, he's like, oh, you're polluting our youth. You're doing all this. My nigga, you was walking around with NBA YoungBoy head beheaded. And I was looking at you like, what's going on? Because I thought you got over that. I'm not saying it would be cool they got over that. You dropped Free YoungBoy too. So I'm like, okay, so again, not saying it's bygones be bygones, but y'all is, you know, you okay with him. I guess there's no ill will or hard feelings. But then this comes out of nowhere. You're polluting our youth and shit. Like this motherfucker's on his NLE the great type of time of, you know, his spiritual journey. He's selling his pills and all this shit. And I always respected him for it, even trying to be more positive. But there's times we gotta call a spade a spade. This is clout chasing as well. Besides NBA YoungBoy performing F YoungBoy, which fair, you're kind of a focal point of the song. But let's keep it a buck. He performed it in Atlanta or whatever because of the whole K.A.Vuitton situation and Dirk's situation. That nigga, to me at least, that nigga wasn't really thinking about you. Let's keep it a buck. That's the only thing I personally can see that reignited this shit. But yeah, even though the song is whatever, and NLE Choppa has the audacity to say you poisoning the youth and nothing positive you do, my nigga, okay, fair. You could say you do more positivity than him, fair. But even still, it's like, my nigga, you not the fucking... I hate when niggas like to cast stones but can't throw it on themselves. Because you out here making some music as well that's not the most fucking positive and profitable, sir. What the fuck is we talking about? Nigga, I've listened to that nigga's discog. We not gonna sit here and act like this nigga's discog is all just holier than thou records. And again, it's easy to point the finger. That's why I'm looking at NLE Choppa like, well, my nigga, you was on some bullshit too. Now, yes, we can sit here and expect YoungBoy to change. I would say YoungBoy, Kodak, there's certain niggas that sadly ill, they might not change. And sometimes it comes with age. It does. It does come with age sometimes. So I'm just sitting here like, as much as yes, you could say NLE is right in certain aspects, also you walking around with a decapitated YoungBoy in your music, like, what the fuck is this? You sitting here preaching like there's nothing positive you do, but you have him beheaded, you put him belt to... Like, I'm just like, what is going on, my nigga? Like, I'm just really perplexed and confused. So, NLE Choppa is making headlines again, this time with his new track titled KO, where he takes aim at NBA YoungBoy and simultaneously pays homage to two of hip-hop's greatest. I wouldn't say Michael Jackson is in hip-hop, he's more in pop, but proceed. And Tupac. There's other people who's being saluting as well. While that may seem like a lot going on in one video, song's message is definitely targeted towards YB. To start, the song samples Tupac's Hit 'Em Up, and Choppa is also dressed like him in the music video too. If you recall, Choppa has been channeling Tupac energy for some time now, since he shaved his head. In addition, he pays homage to Michael Jackson throughout the video by sporting Smooth Criminal attire. He also recreates scenes from MJ's Story. Again, great music video. Furthermore, the song's aggressively charged opening lines. Choppa wastes no time and gets straight to name dropping YoungBoy. What? This the big boy league. I put one up in your gut under the Jesus piece, NLE raps. He then proceeds to target NBA's influence on the young fans. You poisoning the youth, nothing positive to... Nigga, there was a point you was over here doing Choppa, shot up flow and all this other shit and all these ops and all this other bullshit. Again, maybe not as prominent as NBA YoungBoy, but you also had your hand in polluting the youth, my nigga. Like, see, this is my thing. We could sit here and point fingers at you and point fingers at you, and you don't gotta support what YB does. But I just feel like this came out of nowhere. It's different if that nigga said your name on wax and you came back and retorted. That's one thing. But I'm just like, yo, what is going on? Like, this seems very clout chasing. Just the time of this shit seems very clout chasing. Of course, he's the hot. Right now, he's doing amazing on tour. You're gonna name drop him. It's gonna bring attention to you. And I was just confused how this shit even happened. Yes, he did the shit in Atlanta. Is that really it? We know that wasn't talking. You were not the focal point of that. That's the King Von and Lil Durk situation. Lil Timmy was over there. What did Lil Timmy have to do with you and NLE Choppa? Like, let's keep it a buck. That's why I'm looking at him like, what's going on with this? This feels very clout chasing. Social media have things to say about the song's message, criticizing Choppa for being a hypocrite, like I've been saying. Hold up, so the N-word with songs like Slut Me Out and Let Me Release on Your Derriere is talking about poisoning the youth. LMFAO, one person wrote, right message, wrong messenger. Another commit. Yeah, facts. Right message, wrong message. It could have been shit. It could have been J. Cole. I would have like, all right. But like, yeah, NLE Choppa, you wasn't the one to do this. The 4-minute track is filled with furious personal shots that don't let up. Just the N-word with emotion. Breastfed bit. Your aura give me the ick. N-words like you make me sick. You can, nigga, you were sitting here influenced with. You were like, this nigga was kind of influential in the beginning of your career. You can't say that. You can't ride a nigga dick in the beginning. Literally 8 months ago, do Free YoungBoy 2. Like, come on, dog. Like, nah, you chatting, my G. You chatting for real. For the first verse to the outro, KO feels like a lyrical boxing match. Beyond the lyrical jabs, there's a deeper layer to what makes this track stand out. NLE bleeds homage and hostility, paying respect to cultural icons like Tupac and Michael Jackson, while simultaneously calling out what he sees as poison in today's rap landscape. He's clearly coming with the heat. Alright, listen, the song was cool. I mostly went to the song because the diss with YoungBoy. I'm not gonna lie. I just wanted to see what was going on. NLE, like one of the comments said, what's it called? And you have said it beforehand, King Von is your man. So I can understand if this is because of what NBA YoungBoy did in Atlanta. Listen, and I understand y'all niggas might not be cool or friends or whatever, but like, listen, I would respect it more if you just like, yo, I don't like that nigga. You can't sit here and say this nigga, you had Slut Me Out, Shot Up Flow, all this other bullshit. You talk about killing and drilling niggas. Final warning. And yet you have, like, again, young boys doing a lot. I'm not going to say, we see the NBA YoungBoy fans, they're tweaking a little bit. I understand. But we can't sit here. You can't shoot shots at him when you was out here doing bullshit. Hell, this nigga influenced you. So that's where I'm looking at you going crazy. By the way, your baby mama ain't helping. Your baby mama had the audacity to say that nigga is confused about his sexuality. That's why he's going after YoungBoy and doing all this shit. Your baby mama ain't helping your case. And honestly, sometimes NLE Choppa, as much as I fuck with you, I think you're a decent human being. I think if I actually met you as a person, I'm like, oh, you a cool nigga. But like, you be moving a little zesty with some of these dance moves. I ain't gonna lie. You be moving a little zesty, a little flexible. That's when you drop that Slut Me Out shit. I'm like, all right, nigga. But again, it worked for you. So again, I gotta keep it a buck. But yeah, man, I just don't know about this nigga, cuz. This just made no sense to me. I'm just perplexed and confused. Again, go on your spiritual journey and do your thing. I'm not trying to insinuate that people can't change. And you do have some valid points. But we can't sit here and act like you the right messenger, number one. At least in my opinion. And number two, it's like, my nigga, you can't be influenced off of this nigga and talk crazy. Also, the beheading in the video. Like, bro, you over here doing some radical, people might say radical, but like, my nigga, you also sitting here like you want bro dead. Like, what the hell? Like, what is we talking about, bro? Like, hey, listen, we'll see what happens with this. We'll see. Why be respond? Hey, I wouldn't mind a F YoungBoy Part 2. I would not mind. I remember when that came out. Bro, that nigga was talking crazy on that song, bro. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. 2021 on YoungBoy, like, whenever this nigga popped over, 2016, 2017 till 2020, it was just hits. Hits. It was ridiculous. Shit. Yeah. 2022, that's when it started getting shaky. But yeah, man. Hey, we'll see where this goes. Comments down below, links in the description. Besides, that's your friendly neighborhood K.A. sign off for today. The Black TJ there while they're doing this thing. My name ring bells like Quasimodo. Hit like, subscribe. Be trying a little bit more, you heard me. And I'm gone. Slime Zoom. Peace, y'all, gang. Aye.